morning to all of you. Today I am here to perform a practical or to show how to perform a practical, and that practical is demonstration of HPLC. Then before demonstration of this equipment, we just have to a short view of HPLC. What is HPLC? The full form of HPLC is high pressure liquid chromatography. This is called high pressure liquid chromatography. Before the concept of HPLC, I just want to have a short idea on chromatography. Before discussing HPLC, we need to have our small principle and small introduction of chromatography. Chromatography basically are very ancient techniques which are used for analysis, for separation of compounds from a mixture of compounds. And in the chromatography, two phases are used, stationary and mobile phase. Stationary and mobile phase, for example, in TLC, that is called the thin layer chromatography. In thin layer chromatography, we used to have a stationary phase as well as our mobile phase. But we used to have mobile phase which are non-polar in nature. While when we talk about HPLC, it is also having two phases. One is the stationary phase, other one is mobile phase. But the difference is here the mobile phase which are used are polar. For example, methanol, acetonitrile. That's why the name of HPLC is also known as reverse phase chromatography. Reverse phase chromatography because in the basic chromatographic techniques like in TLC, the mobile phase is non-polar, while in the HPLC the mobile phase is polar. The concept is same. It also uses the mobile phase and also the stationary phase. But this is the most sophisticated technique which is used nowadays for separation of compounds, and we can say it is also used for qualitative as well as quantitative analysis. What do you mean by qualitative and quantitative? Suppose we are having a mixture having A, B and C. Then this HPLC is used to detect that this mixture contains A, B and C. That is, it is qualitative analysis. If we want to detect in what amount A is present, B is present and C is present, then this HPLC can also be used. That's why it is called for quantitative analysis, because it is used for qualitative and quantitative analysis, and it is also a very sophisticated instrument in which we have to work through a software. That's why it is a sophisticated instrument. If we talk about solvents and stationary phases, various type of stationary phases can be used. Nowadays, we all know that stationary phase in chromatography are silica gel. But according to the type of instrument, according to the need, according to the company or according to the institute or the laboratory, the type of stationary phases are different. For example, C8 stationary phase, C18, and nowadays C8 and C18 silica gel are most commonly used stationary phases. And if we talk about the solvents, as I have talked earlier, acetonitrile, methanol, these are all solvents used, and sometimes there is a need to use buffers also, because some drugs are there which have to be run or which have to be analyzed in the form of acidic, in the presence of acidic atmosphere. Then we have to make our solvents acidic in nature by using the acidic buffer, and when there is a need of basic condition, then we have to make our solvent system basic by using the basic mixture, by use of basic buffer. So this is all about the idea of HPLC, and now we come to our live demonstration of HPLC instrument. This is whole HPLC instrument, and it is connected with a PC, because for carrying out the experiment, for getting our reports, we have to maintain or we have to use a software. Without the use of software, it is not possible to use the HPLC. This HPLC, as you are seeing, it is divided into three cabinets. One is A, B, and this is another one. I will tell you what is it. This is A. This is A cabinet which is having two valves, and these valves are there for maintaining the high pressure pump. These are pumps which are used to maintain the high pressure, and this is a purge valve. And this purge valve always remain in the closed form. Only when we use to clean our instrument, this is kept open. This B also contain the same things. This is pump and valve, and this is detector. Again here, according to the need, according to the manufacturing company, different type of detectors can be used. but in our laboratory we are having the UV detector in this, the range of which is 200 to 400. That means all the compounds which have an lambda max in between 200 and 400 can be detected by using this HPLC. And this is our PC in which a software is loaded, and when we try to perform our experiment, we have to switch on our PC, use our software. Now I will tell you the parts of all this. See, as I told you, these are pumps, this is purging hole, this also contains pumps and purging hole, this is detector UV, right? And this is the solvent reservoir in which we used to have the solvent. Again, the solvent concept. Suppose if you go an interview and the people used to know, did you use HPLC? If you say yes, then the first question which people used to ask is, what type of HPLC you have used? That means HPLC is having two types, isocratic and another one is gradient. As you can say, this is binary gradient, binary isocratic. Isocratic means the word iso. Iso means same. We used to have our all solvents, means solvent, methanol, acetonitrile and other solvent in different ratio in the one tube. That means we have to prepare our solvent system. Suppose if we want to have 20 plus 10 plus 20 is to 10 is to 5. Then we have to mix 20% acetonitrile, 10% methanol, 1% benzene, and then we have to pour this solvent mixture into a single solvent reservoir. Here we are having two binary and another one is isocratic. Isocratic means you don't have to prepare your solvent, you just have to input the data in what ratio you need the solvents. They are automatically mixed and make into a solvent reservoir. This is solvent loader, or we can say sample loader. Sample loader is in two parts. Sample loader is of two parts. One, you can see it can move up and down. Up and down means, suppose this is down. Down position indicates inject. Inject means we used to inject our sample in this knob by using an injector. HPLC is having its own injector. We used to inject our sample in this. This is injector mode, and then we have to close it and we have to load it. As soon as we tap it in the upside in the form of load, that means our system or our sample is going to run in this you can say HPLC, and then we can move to our software, and by using the software, when we open our software, it is having two windows. One window is of run sample and another window is of browse project. Because we don't have to browse report, we have to run our sample. When we inject all these, we just have to move there and open the run sample window. And in the run sample window, we all have to, you can say, maintain all the parameters like your flow rate, your mixture, what type of solvents you are using, we have to enter that, in what ratio we are using, we have to all enter that and then make an instrument method. And for instrument method, we have to choose our pump and we have to see whether the pump and detector are in OK mode or not. OK mode, when they are in OK mode, they indicates yes. That means your HPLC is in working condition. Another thing we have to edit is we have to choose our pump. We have to check whether our channel, or we have to check whether the flow. We have to check whether our event, whatever information we have to do, we have to enter that, or we have to check whether the information entered in that software is okay or not. And when it is okay, we have to click the window run. And when as soon as we start to click on the run the sample, this HPLC gives a beep that indicates that we are using this HPLC for our estimation. And also we have to, you can say, we have to manage the time. We have to give the time. For example, if the RF factor of your compound is 4 minutes, then you have to give the double time, means 8 minutes, and practically we have to give 10 to 15 minutes entry, and for 10 minutes or 15 minutes a sample is when sample is run in this HPLC, it will give us spectra, and when we get the spectra, we have to click over browse project, and after going to the browse project, we have to quantitate and integrate, and as we click on quantitate and integrate, the retention factor, area, AOC, that is area under curve, all comes with, and we can take a printout, and by that printout we can summarize that what compound we are going to analyze, is that compound is present or not, in what concentration it is, and that is the aim. So this is the demo of HPLC. Thank you.